So what's going on there?
I have no idea.
Have you guys been up to BLM Plaza yet?
No, we don't want to get attacked.
You don't want to get attacked. Well, I mean, just carrying now tell me about that. What are your thoughts on that, about being attacked?
I don't think it's right. We aren't bothering anybody. Right. We have every right to be in this street.
Do you feel it's just because of the shirt you're wearing?
When I came last month, I went into the Wawa there, and they would not serve me coffee.
What's the Wawa?
It's a little convenience store right down past our hotel.
Oh, that's right. Okay, the Wawa.
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
Wouldn't even serve me coffee.
Because you had...
Because I had Trump stuff on.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's right. We should be able to walk down BLM Square if we want to.
Yeah.
But we're not fighters.
Right.
You know, we're just...
Now, I know the Proud Boys that are out here, these guys are definitely scrappers. They're out there, they're fighters. Like,
thank God they're here.
do you feel that's making it harder for you?
Have you walked around here at night?
I have. I mean,
last
time I was out here at night, there was a fight,
when we come to D.C., we've spent a lot of money to come here. We should be able to walk around and enjoy this.
Sure.
But at night, if it weren't for the Proud Boys, we wouldn't be able to.
Yeah. What brought you out today?
We support our president.
What do you feel is the push and the hope for everyone that's out today with the big patriot push?
You know, I don't know. We're hoping for change. We're hoping just for fair transparency.
Yeah.
Just, we want to know. I mean, it just doesn't seem right to us. And when they're hiding stuff and the media won't cover it, and what do?
Yeah.
You don't know what to believe anymore.
So you came out to see it for yourself, experience it for yourselves?
We came last month for a sanity check.
Okay.
Because
for that million mega?
For the million mega. We flew out from Florida.
Okay.
Because we were feeling like, are we crazy? Are we drinking Trump Kool-Aid? And we met some amazing people.
Right.
But we couldn't, after dark, we couldn't even leave our hotel.
Right.
We were attacked by BLM. We were never attacked by Antifa last time, but BLM people getting in our face, F you, when we're just walking down the street, minding our own business.
Yeah.
And, we are hardworking taxpayers. We have the right.
Yeah.
When do we lose our rights? I'm just trying to figure that out.
Right.
If we let this election go, who's ever even going to want to vote again?
Sure. Do you feel that there's going to be a change? I mean, the 14th is coming up, and it seems like
I don't know.
The die is cast. It feels.
It feels that way.
Yeah.
It really does. It feels that way, and last night when the Supreme Court knocked down the case, it broke my heart.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah, because if they get control of those seats in Georgia and they pack the Supreme Court, we can kiss our constitutional rights goodbye. The only thing that stands between us and our constitutional rights is the Supreme Court. And if they pack the Supreme Court, we're screwed.
What do you think is going to be the first and the biggest change that's going to happen?
I think they're going to go after our Second Amendment rights first. They've already taken away our First Amendment rights. When they censor everything, you can't like tweets of the president today.
I can talk directly to censorship.
Yeah.
I've had to deal with it in a big
really?
way too.
They censored the whole story on Joe Biden's son, and now every network is carrying it. It's ridiculous to me. Like I said, we woke up and we lost our rights.
What do you think is going to happen when they try to take people's guns away from them?
Good luck with that.
Right.
We're not giving ours up.
Right. And that's when you keep hearing terms like civil war.
Right. They want to blame us for the violence and stuff. We own a lot of guns. If we wanted to be violent, we could be very violent, but we don't want to resort to that.
Right.
But I see, like last night, people are so fed up. I think people that wouldn't normally be violent are done.
What did you see last night?
I saw people that we saw last time that weren't so angry. That last month they were here to have fun, to support the president, and now they're pissed.
Yeah.
They're pissed because, you can say there's no evidence all you want to, but
Sure.
in Pennsylvania, how do you send out a certain amount of ballots and get back 1 million more? That's a no-brainer. The Dominion stuff, that's a little hard for me to follow, but common sense things should be checked.
Let me ask you something, and this is something I'm curious about. So let's say that things were switched around, transposed, that we had Trump looking like he pulled ahead.
I would be 100% for an audit of everything.
So
I would not stand behind Trump if I felt like he cheated.
Okay.
Never. I own a business.
Right.
And in my business, there's no politics. I don't care what color you are. I don't care who you vote for. I don't care what gender you are, if you even have a gender. You are welcome in my business. Everybody, that's the thing that's being taken for us, is our right to choose. And when they're cheating in this election of this scale, how can we fight that? What can we do?
What do you think you can do?
I don't know. That's why I'm here.
Looking for answers, it sounds like.
I'm looking for answers as to, if there was no fraud, then prove it to us.
Sure.
That's all we want, is transparency. If all this is a bunch of BS, then show it to us.
Right.
And I think the country would calm down.
Sure.
I really do. I mean, I don't know.
Do you think after this, let's say a week from today, or let's say January 21st, that people that you work with, people that you're friends with, family, that are on opposite ends of the voting spectrum, do you think there's going to be amicable interactions there, or do you think it's still going to be
there's
stigmatized?
amicable interactions now because we don't want to take anybody's rights away.
Right.
Everybody votes for different reasons. Everybody has their own reasons, and up until Trump, I never even voted down one party line. But I have seen such ugliness come from the Democrats when they're inciting violence and they're, supporting Antifa, which I witnessed myself is real. I mean, before I was watching the TV going, yeah, right, but it's real.
What do you think about groups like the Proud Boys now? Because they've been revered as being prone to violence and...
They are not prone to violence, as long as there's not violence there.
I mean, last night when we came down, they were having a block party, and it was a big fun thing, and it's like the Antifa like to antagonize from a distance, is what I've noticed.
What do you think the goal of Antifa is?
I don't know, because you would think now they wanted Biden, they got Biden, so why haven't they calmed down? Why do they have more rights than us to be in the street? Why does BLM have more rights than us to be in the street?
Do you feel they do?
No, I don't. I think we have equal rights. I would never
do you feel
attack.
That's the temperature right now on the streets right
yes, for 100%.
Because I've heard people say that the police aren't doing anything to stop groups on the Patriot side from moving through the streets freely.
I wouldn't say that. I would say that, the police can't be everywhere at once. And the last time we were here, I think the police did as much as they could, but... I mean, it was so scattered and sporadic.
Yeah, I saw a lot of stuff, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was concentrated, but, I don't blame the police. They can't, I said, they can't be everywhere, and we, try and stick with groups. There you go.
There you go, right
Prime
there.
example. What do we do to her?
Exercising her First Amendment right, I suppose.
Right.
God bless America.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Do you feel that, okay, let's say, as Americans, I mean, we're all Americans here.
Yes, sir.
I mean, assuming.
Yes, sir.
Biden gets sworn in. He's our president. We got 4 years to look forward to. At that point, is it, all right, let's put down the fighting about did Trump win, did Trump lose, and let's just go ahead and say, all right, this is our president of our nation. Let's get behind it.
Unless they prove to me that there was no fraud, no.
Okay.
I am not shutting up. They need to show me. Show me how you got 1 million more ballots back than you sent out. You show me that. You show me how dead people voted. Because that's that is proven.
Right.
And like I said, the Dominion thing
That's absentee. They do it. That's a dead people vote.
Right.
It's an absentee ballot.
Dead and you're absent. We live in Florida, and we live in a very liberal area. And in the liberals, Joe Biden carried our county. So, but
Florida doesn't count because you guys are all crazy.
Exactly.
Florida's a beautiful state.
Yeah. So happy to be in Florida because we have a boss of a governor.
Right.
We are open. I own a business. We are open. We are working.
That's great.
We are, yes. So
have you been affected much by COVID?
No.
No?
Not at all.
That's good.
Not at all. We closed down for 2 weeks because it was like some people would tell us we needed to shut down. Some people, so we opened back up. We're dog groomers. I have a dog grooming business, and no, we have not slowed down.
I can send my dog. I'm in Seattle, and a lot of them are shut down. My poor dog is looking shaggy as all get out. Poor dude. Tell you what.
We just want to know the truth.
Yeah.
That's all we're seeking. And if Biden legitimately won, then yes, I will shut my mouth and I will go away. And in 4 more years, I will come back and fight for who. I mean, if Biden does a good job, not to say that I wouldn't vote for Biden,
Right.
If But I just feel like Trump has done what he said he's going to do. I think he's got a bad rap. I mean, every time you turn around, anything he says, anything he does is picked apart.
Sure.
You know, if it was his son that was doing business like Joe Biden's son, oh my God, this country would be burnt by now.
Sure.
You know, and I don't support any of that. I mean, all my friends are like, oh, it's time for us to start burning. And no, you know, we're not going to stoop to that level because I would never want to hurt another business owner or do anything like that.
Right.
But
let's take politics out of the question real fast. Just in your lives in general, do you feel like that without politics being involved, I mean, we have a generally good thing going in America?
Exactly.
I mean, take the politics out of it, without the fighting, without the bickering, without all this.
Take the politics and the media out of it. I mean, from a business owner standpoint, I know payroll taxes went down, you know, and when you have girls that are working for you that are living on $30,000 a year, that extra $20 a week makes the difference.
Yeah, it's paying a bill.
It's paying a bill.
Paying a
you
bill.
know, and I think, you know, he's already said he's going to immediately reverse that. You know, I think the American or the healthcare thing is crock of shit.
Sure.
I have a daughter that can't afford a plan
Sure.
through them, you know, and she has a baby, so now she's struggling to pay for health insurance for a baby, and she's uninsured herself. So where does that help? And now she's going to be paying a penalty for not having insurance. If she could afford it, she would have it.
That's right.
It's not affordable health care. You know, the plan she can afford pays for nothing.
Right.
And it's $400 a month.
That's steep. It's a lot more than that $80.
I
is
mean,
gonna cover
like I
it,
said, she makes $25,000 a year.
Right.
You know, and her husband, what would you say, makes 30 or 40 maybe? You know, so you take $400, that's almost a mortgage payment in some places.
I need to move down there. You know, we're paying up in Seattle.
Land
It's crazy.
taxes, yes.
My goodness.
We were talking to somebody last time from New York, and they were telling us their land taxes were $22,000 a year.
Yeah, forget
I'm
about
like,
it.
oh my God, because we have a little 6-acre mini farm, and
Yeah, that's a nice little farm.
you know, $3,000 a year land taxes. So
Beautiful.
we're grateful to be in Florida.
Absolutely. Well, folks, thanks for taking the time to talk to me today.
You're
Here, let me hand
welcome.
you a card here, and if you want to check it out, there we go. CJTV, you can jump in on all the
Thank
different
you.
platforms. See what we got going.
All right, thanks.
Sure, we'll see you around. Have a good day. Be safe. Thank you so much. God bless you.